on YouTube? We are back with another bourbon video in Bobby's backyard. We are not in the backyard.
It's too cold.
Because it's too cold for that. You can see the tree in the back. It's Christmas time. It's a little chilly. My voice is in and out, but that's all right because we ready to remedy that right now. And it's what, a week and a few days before Christmas. Today is Friday the 13th. Ooh.
That's the baby's birthday.
Friday the 13th. And tomorrow is even better, Saturday the 14th. If you're a Gen Xer, you probably remember the movie, and I'm going to watch it tomorrow. But anyway, this is what we got tonight. Cousin Tim back. I tried to get him to do the intro, and he said he ain't got nothing. He just here for the ride and the dessert in the glass.
Dessert in the glass.
So, oh, excuse me. So here we go. The first one, since we some Tennessee boys, we going to do Tennessee whiskey. We're going to do a little comparison. I don't know to say which one we like the best because we like both of them. Yeah. So, and both of them are really along the same line. If you know the history, they the same line. So Cousin Tim brought us some Jack Daniels single barrel proof. And it's coming in at what, 126 proof. Now, one of my coworkers, he probably watching this, his name Tim too. He a big Jack fan. And I told him about it today when we was at work, and he was like, oh man, you're gonna love it. It's like candy. So let's get into it. And
the color.
And I'm glad Cousin Tim already opened it up and got rid of the neck pour because he think he's slick. He'll bring new bottles over here.
Yeah, I got rid of the neck pour. I get rid of it.
He'll bring new bottles over here and give me the neck pour, right? And so,
like with their 4 roses.
Oh, yeah. But after that, after it breathed a little, it was pretty cool. So this is the Jack. It's something about Tennessee whiskey.
Smells different.
It smells different. It's not bad. It's not heavy. It's a light, just sweet, refreshing smell. So, you know, it might be the charcoal filter, and it's got a pretty color.
Yep.
And I mean, I expect, you know, out of Jack, I expect greatness.
It ain't Dickel.
Yeah. He making me laugh and cough. Excuse me. So here we go. Let's get into this Jack. Man, that's good.
That's good. It ain't your regular number 7.
No.
It got some spice level to it.
I'm going again. It is.
But it's good, though.
You get a vanilla on there?
Mm-hmm. And a slight floralness to it. Slight.
I ain't talking about what's on the nose because I ain't sick, but I can smell. Mm-hmm. But I'm picking up more of the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely taste the vanilla.
You do.
And the spice. It's got a nice spice. And it's supposed to have a little kick.
It is.
It's 126 proof. And but
like
it's,
we drinking scotch or something like that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Well, it's not bad. It's actually beautiful. And
what I learned about scotch is that's an old rich white man's drink. Who else drinks scotch like that?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
My cousin, Michael, and his dad.
They drink scotch like that.
They're big scotch drinkers.
Yeah, I think scotch is more of a status. Oh, I drink scotch.
They love scotch.
That shit ain't got no flavor. It's unseasoned to me.
I got some monkey shoulder over there you'll probably like. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
It is. It's great that I burned my taste buds away.
I was just ready to mention that. about us burning our taste buds up, as Corey says.
Get that.
So next, with our Tennessee whiskey, one of my favorites. Jack is one of my favorites too, but this one is actually over the Jack now. Since I've had it, and they're starting to sell it more in stores. When I first started drinking it, and I brought some home to Cousin Tim, you could only get it at the distillery.
They was only doing it at select stores.
At select stores, and they might get, what, 2 bottles? A year. A year.
Somehow nowadays we're getting 6 bottles.
Yeah, so now they're actually, it's becoming a regular in stores, and it is.
Caesars was actually getting 6 bottles.
6 bottles?
Yeah, they were getting 6 bottles of it.
Uncle Nearest, single barrel.
Yep.
And it comes in at 118 proof. Not as stout as the Jack. Now, I will say this. The bottle that I got from the distillery was up around the 124, 125 range. And I have yet to see that in the stores. The bottles that I've been seeing in the stores are hovering around that 115 to 118 range. But when I was at the distillery up in Shelbyville, the bottle I brought home was, what, 126?
That was 126 proof.
It was 126. And most of those bottles up there were like 126. So this is the Uncle Nearest single barrel.
That smells just as good.
You can read it's the caramel and the vanilla, but it's more caramel
than it is vanilla.
Mm-hmm. It's got a beautiful color on it too. Yeah. I mean, they damn near identical. I think the Uncle Nearest might be a little bit lighter than the Jack.
It is. You can't beat that. You can't beat that at all. You can't beat it.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's damn near like candy.
It's like drinking candy.
Man.
It's like when your grandmama used to make them caramel cakes. Man, that's what it's like.
It's damn near like drinking candy.
Man.
It's hard to beat. And the Jack is good.
It is, but
man, my goodness.
This is nothing on his Uncle Nearest though. It's like if I had to give him a grade, this one would just be, Jack would be an A, Uncle Nearest would be an A plus.
Yeah. You want another hit? I'm gonna hit it again.
Nah,
you all right?
I'm gonna save it. Ooh. Because I wasn't name.
That'll be all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just candy.
Candy.
Let me rinse.
It's good.
So next, we're going to go with wheated bourbons.
Yeah.
Which tend to always be
smooth.
Very smooth. Very, very smooth.
Because one thing about it, rye carries a spice level to it. Wheat, normally, you kind of sacrifice a lot of sweetness and spice when you switch out with wheat. When you switch out the rye for wheat, you sacrifice the spice level and sweetness, but you get a more smoother complex. So 125, so you got 2 bourbons, both of them like 120 proof. The wheated one is going to be smoother than the rye, because rye is spicy. That's why a lot of people can't handle rye whiskey. It's an acquired taste for some people.
We still need to do a video on our Blue Note specialty bottles.
Yeah, we do.
Before we drink them all up.
Yeah. Some honey ryes.
Before we drink them all
some
up.
Honey bottles, they hard to keep.
Yeah, they are. The honeys are very hard to keep. They're good. So, in the weeded section, we have none over there. The king of all of them. The original weeded bourbon. And this is the 12-year. My cousin, his uncle, he might drop by, but he actually put me on the Weller. So yeah, I told him he want to come by. So it's Christmas time. He was at a party. He might stop by though. And then, we can be a snob about it because it's got a screw on top. Who cares?
They've always been twist tops.
But who cares?
Who cares?
And if I'm not mistaken, this pretty much allocated bottle.
It is. They all twist top. You don't find any, even in most expensive one. Is a twist top.
And when I found that one, I think I called. You called me that morning, and I went straight up to the store and got it.
Yep.
So yeah, this is the Weller 12.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost got that sweet Tennessee whiskey smell.
It almost do.
Mm-hmm.
Smells good though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what's the smell. I ain't got no burn to it. None. But we know why. We ain't got no taste buds no more, but they don't burn at all.
Yeah, you get Sandra in here and let her taste it, and she gonna do this. Well, actually, she coming along to where she ain't burning as much. She'll be like, that's pretty good. But the one upstairs, she gonna be like, mm-mm.
That don't make no sense.
That's good.
The reason they call him the granddaddy of all weeded bourbons.
But it's got to me, it's got something of a funny little aftertaste to it. And I don't care because I'm going to get it one more time. You want to know?
It's a small hit.
To me, it's got a funny little aftertaste on the tail.
That was like how you was in the Russells.
It was. It was. And I mean, it's been open for a while. As you can see, the bottle is either half full or half empty.
How long you had that bottle? You know?
2 months?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's not got enough oxygen in there.
2-3 months, maybe. But it's got a little weird aftertaste that you don't pick up on your Tennessee whiskeys. So that's just ridiculous.
It is.
That's ridiculous. You know?
When you already used to drinking high proof bourbon like that, and then you go down to that, it just don't burn. But also, I think it's the added fact of it being a wheated bourbon takes away all the spice level. You'd have to be a true bourbon head or whiskey drinker to know. That's ridiculous. It's almost unfair.
Almost.
It's almost unfair.
Next, Weller Antique 107. I actually like this one got a cork. Yeah. I actually like the 12-year better the last time I had it. As you can see, this one isn't as empty as the 12. And again, because I like the 12-year a little better. But it's had time to breathe. So we're going to see.
And another thing I realized, the 12-year, a lot of people like to smoke cigars with theirs, with the 12s.
I haven't smoked a cigar with mine yet. Maybe Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Beautiful color.
Yeah, beautiful color.
And it is actually 107 proof. I want to say it was an allocated bottle, too.
It is an allocated bottle.
I got it off the allocated tape. Him again. He knows before me, and I get up and go and get it. I'm the mule.
Well, I get the notifications for when they put stuff, because I got Natalie's posted. I put the notification link on so anything they post. And the moment they post it, it'll be seconds before I get it.
I'm the mule.
Yep.
And it's funny because Natalie's he live on the east side of the road. I live on the west side of the road. And Natalie's is smack in the middle of both of us. But he'll call me, and I'll get up and go and get it.
Because I'll be at work.
Because they do, sometimes he'll be at work, and they always put them out. I'm not going to tell y'all when they put them out. Nope. But when they put them out and I'm off of work, if you know where I work, you know what days I'm off. So I'm not going to tell y'all when they put them out.
You get a little bit more of a burn on that one.
But you don't get, I didn't get the aftertaste that I got off of the 12-year.
Yep.
And let me say this. Since it's sat, I actually like it more now. I do. I'm not going to lie. I like it a little more since it's sat.
You know what's funny? Buffalo, and I get this with all Buffalo Trace products. All it is, the flavor sits in enough when you like start getting halfway through the bottle, because the regular Buffalo Trace is like that. It's just regular bottle Buffalo
I
Trace.
haven't had the regular Buffalo Trace in so long.
Oh, you get it halfway down, man. And not only that, depending on how cold it is, because one time we was at MBS one time and they brought in some Buffalo Trace and we drank it.
At the gym?
Yeah. You know, we used to do that at MBS. We used to deadlift and take, drink whiskey. But Britton had it in his truck, right, sitting overnight. It was already cold outside. And he brought it in, and you know what tastes in cold Buffalo Trace? You know what it tastes like?
What?
It tastes like straight up maple syrup.
Are you
cold.
serious?
Yeah.
Kind of like our favorite fall time bourbon.
Yeah.
Our favorite fall time bourbon is Knob Creek Smoked Maple. And it's I'm liking that better now. A lot better than the first time I had it.
I still don't think it ain't got it's good, but man, that well 12 years is just the smoothness of it is unbeatable.
I don't know, Tim.
I don't know.
It's running pretty good.
It's running pretty good.
Now, our last one is another wheated bourbon coming in at 90 proof. A classic of all times, if you can find it. Coming to the ring is Willett Bourbon. Michael Buffer, please don't sue us. Anyway.
May give us an endorsement deal after that. Who knows?
I've had this about a month.
Yeah,
and actually, he didn't have to call me. I was up there, saw it on the allocated table. I took a picture of it and sent it to him. He was at work. And I told him, and he was like, where is that? And I'm like, And I said, don't worry, I got a bottle for us. I'm bringing it home.
And that's a wheated bourbon, too.
It's a wheated bourbon. It's wheated. So this is the Willett. My brother-in-law was in town.
And it looked like a wine bottle. It's easy to confuse it because
it does. It looks like a wine bottle.
Yep.
And my brother-in-law was in town for Thanksgiving. And he's a bourbon drinker too. He lives in Texas. And whenever he comes, you was over one. Tim was over. Whenever he comes, we sit around and we try the different bourbons that I've bought since he's last visited. And he loved this. He loved it so much. His birthday, Sandra's birthday and his birthday is a day apart in December. His birthday was last week.
Oh man, he was just cheesing with it.
He was cheesing, and Sandra was like, I want to get him a bottle because he had a milestone birthday. So I'm like, what you gonna get him? And she was like, I was thinking about getting him a bottle. I ain't want to spend but $100. And I'm like,
for 60 years old,
you gotta do it for 60 years old. It's your fratelli, man. Come on, he's 60 years old. It's your fratelli, and you ask him to do this thing for you. And he does this thing for you because you're his little sister. And now he's gotten older, and older men like finer bourbons. And he's a made man, maybe. And maybe he's not a made man. Get out. Yeah, he likes to eat, and, get out of here.
Real.
$100. Get out of here. What are you talking about? You gotta spend the money. And I told her, I said, he likes the Willett. Let's get him a bottle of the Willett. And she was looking at me, and I said, I tell you what, I make up the difference. What do you say about that? I make up the difference, and we'll get him a good bottle. So we bought him a bottle of Willett. And he went and picked it up. He didn't know it was gift wrapped at Total. Here we go. Anyway, back to the bourbon. The Willett.
Oh, the karma just hit you right.
It hits you off the bat.
Oh, goodness.
It hits you off the bat.
Smells.
We were sitting around drinking this Thanksgiving. And was it you that said it's dessert in the bottle?
It's dessert in the bottle.
It's dessert in the bottle. So, and that's when I said we should do a comparison between the wheated bourbons and the Tennessee whiskeys and see which one we like the best. We like them all, but just to see which one we like the best. Man,
It smells.
it is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Man, you can't beat that with a sledgehammer. Probably the best thing on the table we got right now, flavor-wise, can't be beat.
It's seriously dessert in the bottle. And I told Reggie that I think the Weller 12 is better than Willett. I would like to rescind that statement.
Yeah.
I would like to rescind that statement. This Willett 8-year is
probably the best one I had this year. Probably the best bottle I had this year alone.
out of the weeded.
Out of the weeded, yeah. We gotta compare it. Yeah, we have to.
Out of the
separate.
weeded. Because man, this is just, you can't beat this.
This will make a good candle smell.
It would. It really would. It really would.
A good fall candle smell.
No burn whatsoever.
That's what you get for weeded bourbon.
It's so smooth. It's almost gone.
It's too good.
I don't mind.
I don't mind.
I don't mind
You're
because
supposed to get bottles of bourbon and drink it. Now, all you people out there that buy bottles of bourbon and y'all don't drink it, y'all just save it like it's a novelty, y'all messing up the game. You're supposed to get bottles of bourbon and drink it. Like, I see people out there, some of these people, they got bottles of like Pappy, they got the William LaRue Weller, they got the most expensive Stags, and they got them up on their shelves and they don't even open it. Me, you come to my house, you'll see every bottle that is open. Why? Because you're supposed to drink bourbon, not save it. You remember like the guys? Yes.
we gonna drink that shit, son.
We drink it.
We drink it.
You remember the guys from the Pappy, the two older black men from like that worked for Pappy, and they was talking about their dad got the bottle of 23 years
On the neat documentary. If you haven't watched it, it's good.
It's good.
It's good. Watch Neat. I want to say it's on Prime. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. And he was like, I think we talked about this before on the video when his dad told him, he said, you don't save it. There'll be over bottles of bourbon. When you got good friends and family around, you drink this. It's for you to enjoy. And this.
Well, his dad worked for Pappy.
His dad worked for Pappy.
His dad was distiller for Pappy.
This disappeared really Thanksgiving. Me, cousin Tim, my brother-in-law, we enjoyed it. And I don't regret it. I don't regret it. We enjoyed it. The memories, we had a good time. We laughed. We had a good drink, So, yeah, you get bottles. There'll always be over bottles of bourbon. Always.
As long as we got corn, wheat, rye, and malted barley,
we gonna
as long as we grow it and we got some yeast and some wood, we're gonna always have bourbon.
We're gonna always have bourbon.
Exactly.
Some bottles are better than others, but you won't know unless you drink them.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. We're gonna get out. And how y'all like the new glasses?
I like these glasses. Where are these from?
Bar Supply?
That store here?
I order them online.
I order them online. These are nice.
Usually we have Glenlivets, but these are sniffers. Yeah. And I got them because I like to put, I do a cocktail called the Godfather with Scotch. He was talking about Scotch.
Look, I don't dislike Scotch. I just feel like it lacks the same flavor
I do a cocktail with scotch called the Godfather, and I love it. It's great in a sniffer. So yeah, I wanted some sniffers because I didn't have any in my collection. So I ordered some. You know, I try to keep my glassware game on point as well. And yeah, yeah, we gonna see y'all on the next video. We're gonna find some more allocated bottles. Caesar's having a allocated drop tomorrow. I will be there. I guess